Hi. So today I want to talk to you about the idea of the persistent billboard. And this is an idea that came to me when I was talking to a friend of mine, Darl now, who is a tattoo artist, owns a shop in Baltimore called the Charm Life Gallery, which is sort of like a art gallery and a tattoo parlor. But I was asking him about his client base and how he gets his work. Do you get walk-ins, people coming off the street saying, "Hey, I want a tattoo"? Does he do advertisement in papers or online or local television ads? Does he do cold calls, which doesn't really work for tattoos? And he told me that most of his clients were word of mouth, friends of friends, people who had seen his work on other people, things like that. So if you are a tattoo artist, it behooves you to do your best work always, because that shit is permanent, and once you tat somebody, that person becomes a walking billboard for your work. So it really doesn't matter what kind of awful shit your customer is asking for, if it's like some whack-ass tribal bullshit, or maybe some kind of kanji that person doesn't know what it means, or a small little tramp stamp or anything. That person is going to be a walking billboard for you, persistent billboard for you, and they could actually lead to your next customer. A friend of theirs could see it and say, "Hey, that's fucking rad, I want a tattoo. Where did you get your shit?" And they'll, say, "Oh, it's my friend Darl, you should go see him, he's awesome." So what does this have to do with comics or illustration? Well, it's the same kind of thing. No matter who your client is, no matter what they ask for, if you're doing work for somebody else, that could kind of be a persistent billboard. Now, they're not necessarily going to want you to draw them a tattoo, but like, say you do a wedding invitation for somebody. If you take the time and do something really, really amazing and personalized, and put your flair into it, and put the best piece and best work that you can into it, that wedding invitation is going to go out to hundreds of people. One of them might be getting married in the future and say, "Hey, I remember your kick-ass wedding invitations. Where did you get that work done?" They can point to you and say, "Hey, this illustrator here, they did all my invitations. Fucking loved them." Maybe somebody's asking for a commission and you don't know who the commission is for. Like, it could be for some high-powered executive who's looking for some kind of new flash art or something, anything. But you never know who the client is, or who the client's friends are, or who the client is going to show your stuff to. So it's really important for you to take the time, no matter how painful the piece is, no matter how awful the work is, no matter how stupid you think it is. It's really important to put your best foot forward, because you never know where that's going to lead. So no matter how stupid it is, find a way to make it interesting for you. Like, if it needs to be a little detail that only you know, put that little detail in there, because someone else might see it, and someone else might recognize it, and someone else might say, "Hey, I love that little thing. I love that the illustrator put that shit there. I want to get a piece like that." So, persistent billboard. Anytime you work for somebody else, and it's really obvious when you're getting tattooed, because you're working on what is essentially a billboard. But anytime you work for somebody else, anytime you do something for somebody else, make sure that you put your best foot forward. And if you have to, make it interesting for yourself. Challenge yourself with it. It might be the dumbest fucking thing in the world. It might be a fuzzy bunny. Well, what's so fucking interesting about a fuzzy bunny? But you can make it, fuzzy bunny, really interesting. Maybe the way the eyes are twitching, or maybe a hair is out of place, or maybe you can hide your signature in a piece of fluff, something. So make it interesting for yourself, because you never know who's going to be looking at your work, and who your friends are, and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to stop now, because I feel like I'm rambling. I'd love to hear your thoughts on on working for other people, and this persistent billboard thing that I just kind of made up. Video responses, or hit me up on email, or wherever you're seeing this, on Twitter, YouTube, that kind of thing. Thanks, and I'll check you later.